Whoa, it's the illusion. Reporting from somewhere on spaceship Earth. I wanted to talk to you about something else that's going to slip under the radar if we're not super careful, and that's the big beautiful bill, which is some giant bill full of all sorts of insanity. And one of the things that's in the bill that got shut down in the House but is trying to get pushed through the Senate and in reconciliation is this thing about our public lands, man. And part of the thing in the big beautiful bill is that it would require our 2 million acres of our public lands, i.e. national forests, BLM lands, to be sold off within 5 years, dude, without any public input, any public comment, any public ability to be involved with the process. Just, we're going to go sell 2 million acres of public lands to whoever wants to buy it, right? And this is a giant ripoff and a scam to you, the public. And listen, if you're on the West Coast, you understand public lands a little bit more if you do on the East Coast. But if you're on the East Coast, man, this is super relevant for you. Dude, our public lands are our lands. Everybody who is a member of this country, and for that matter, anywhere in the world, you have access to our public lands. They are our public lands. They are held in trust for us and future generations to use. And for some of them, it's to preserve our resources so that they could be used in the future. What goes on in this bill is language that says the federal government is required to offload 2 million acres of our public lands without any of us being consulted about these public lands. And they haven't even listed, and you should see the map of some of this stuff that could potentially fall victim to this bill. And you have to understand, the reason that we have wilderness areas and parks and beautiful lands is because we as the public have been held them in trust via the National Forest Service and the Bureau of Land Management. And what this would do would be allowed the biggest scumbags in this country to be able to buy them and do with them as they please. And some of these things are pristine. There are roadless areas, wilderness study areas. Some of these lands are adjacent to pristine, preserved areas. This is a giant disaster stashed in the big beautiful bill. The big beautiful bill, on a certain level, is somewhat. It's the big giant ugly bill, dude. It is hidden in this thing is so much scumbaggery, from the Palantir thing to them stopping any legislation on the state level being put up against AI, dude. But this public lands one, we can actually stop it. I don't think people really understand the power that you have, man. So there's the phone number. You call the Capitol switchboard and you leave a message. I'll put it down below in the comments, just telling them to not put this. It got stripped from the first iteration of this bill in the House because there was so much pushback about it. This is what everybody talks about. This is the giving away of your public resources to greedy scumbag corporations and billionaires. Everybody wants to put the little maps should the Chinese be able to buy lands next in the US? Well, this would be them selling off your public lands to any old scumbag, dude, corporation, extractivist that will take these beautiful, pristine lands that are held in our trust without any oversight and just be able to plunder them, dude. Plunder them. This, I don't know, man. You can't, I don't know about all this war madness and all that, but you can definitely get your hands on this, man, and shut it down. Look, it already got shut down on one step, but they're trying to sneak it through when most people don't even understand how the government works. The Senate and the House have to reconcile these two bills. The House stripped the language about this forced land sale from the House bill of the big beautiful bill, and then it goes to the Senate. Senator Mike Lee out of Utah, call that dude's office, tell him he's a douchebag, dude. Want to put it back in the bill, where they get jammed together in reconciliation in some sort of budgetary issue. And then there will be no turning back, dude. This deal, this 2 million acres that must be sold, it can't be stopped by the courts. There can't be any oversight by the public. There's no ability for the public. This is our lands. Imagine these guys putting in the bill, dude. They can just take your bathroom right out of your house and sell it to someone else, and you don't have a say in it. This is our home, man. This is our country, dude. This is, again, Donald Trump and his band of crony, scumbag, billionaire, tech fucking lunatics are going to rip us off, dude, and steal our public lands, dude. This has to be stopped. I don't know if you can stop this insane war and all this other nonsense, but this, absolutely, you have the power to stop, and all you got to do is pick up the phone call. The number's down below, and there's some basic text of what you can say. And then if you want to get really gnarly, dude, you go past the Capitol switchboard and you talk to your senator. Every state has 2 senators. It's 2 phone calls, basically 3 phone calls. You leave one at the Capitol switchboard, you call back, you leave one for one of your senators, and then one for your other senator, dude. And if you really want to get frisky, you make 51 phone calls, dude. And the more you have to understand there is power in all this stuff. People have been so disenfranchised and so convinced to be just apathetic, powerless losers, dude. Don't lose your public lands, man. Don't do it. Don't do it. Pick up the phone. It's right down here below. There's nothing else in the section down below, dude. I'll print it on the screen too, dude. I'll put it on the screen. It'd be on there from the beginning of this thing. All right, man, this is The Illusion. Save your public lands from the scumbags. It's your public lands for your children and your grandchildren, and your great-great-grandchildren. Like, why do you think we have beautiful places to go and camp and fish and hunt and explore? Because other people preserve this stuff for us, dude. It's our time. These guys are trying to attack everything that is somewhat decent in our country, man. And they're doing it by distraction, dude. By distraction. Anyway, this is The Illusion, signing off. Make the phone call. Use the name tags and make the phone call.